Hi, I'm Sam Thurgood and welcome to my 2-minute parasha for Sidrat Ki Tavo. And this week we start by reading about the mitzvah of Bikkurim. What happens is a farmer has been growing his crops the entire year. As the first fruit begins to ripen, he takes that, brings it to the temple in Yerushalayim, presents it to the Kohen, and makes a declaration, Higadati Hayom, today I declare that I fulfilled the mitzvah that Hashem has commanded me to do. And the Ishbitzer Rebbe, Rabbi Mordechai Yosef Lana asks, this word Higadati, Haggadah, does not simply mean to tell a story. It means to proclaim an uncomfortable truth, to say something that's hard to hear. The Rashi, in fact, says earlier on in the Torah, when the word Haggadah is used, that he says, Dvarim kashim kegidim. These are hard words. It's used there in reference to accepting the Torah, that there are things in the Torah that are hard. There are things in the Torah that are uncomfortable. And so why is it that when you're fulfilling this beautiful mitzvah, after a year of labor, after taking your precious first fruits and presenting them to the Kohen as the proxy of Hashem, really giving them to Hashem, that you say, Higadati Hayom, I'm telling you something uncomfortable, I've done Hashem's mitzvah. And the Ishbitzer says the discomfort here is felt by the Kohen. The Kohen is somebody who's been working in the temple the whole time, who is spending his life in service of the Jewish people in holiness. And he could have a tendency to think, there's a natural tendency for him to think that I am holier, so to speak, than thou. I'm the Holy One. I'm working in the temple. And this farmer is coming and saying to him, I've got something uncomfortable to tell you. I too am holy. I too am a servant of Hashem. My labor over the course of this year has not been in the temple, it's been in my field. But I've done it l'shem shemaim, I've done it for the sake of Hashem. I've done it to build Hashem's world. I've done it to make flourish Hashem's land. I've kept all of the agricultural mitzvot. And therefore I too have a holiness in what I do, in what I present. And I too have a place here. So even though that may be a little uncomfortable for the Kohen to hear, I think that's something very important for every single one of us to remember. It's not only the obvious holiness that is holy, but as long as we are doing what Hashem wants for the right reasons, for Hashem's Torah and for Hashem's mitzvot, for our relationship with God, then we too have a place in the Beit HaMikdash, just as much as the Kohen. Shabbat Shalom.